Hey y'all, it's Holly. Well, it's about that time to find out the Oscars. I haven't seen all the Oscars stuff. It's more or less like it's either been hard to find, especially with the shorts and things, or I just really haven't cared as much this year. But besides that, I do still want to do predictions. But before any of that, I've mentioned these in my other Oscar movie stuff, but these are some fun books about Academy Awards and stuff. So this is history up until what did I say it was 2002, I believe. Yeah, 2001. But it you know, has all the winners, and then like each thing they have like the nominees and stuff for the various categories. It's fun. It helps a lot with research. And then this one I like. That goes much more of the history and like the backroom dealings and stuff. And this one's also out of date, but it goes to 88. Those are out of date, but you know, it's fine. Anyway, Oscars. Let me pull up the list real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna start low, then go to high, like most people do. I see. Um, whatever. Let's start with the where are they? The shorts. Where is this? Sorry, I am not prepared, but you should know that by now with me. You know, I'll start how the website has it. So, actor, leading actor. Um, this goes, yeah, it goes, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, leading actor, you know, I want to say Timmy. I want to say Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme because that movie was built around him essentially, like he was the main person the whole time. Um, I mean, really, it is just a race between Tim and Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. That'd be great if Michael won. The thing is, for both of them, they're both relatively young. Timothy's the younger one of the two, but they're both relatively young. Um, but Timothy has won like in the past. He's has more accolades and stuff, so that it's hard to say if that's going to hurt him or help him because he wasn't a clear like winner the whole time. That's the thing. Like BAFTA's kind of threw everything around, and I believe Michael won the critics too, right? No, he won the actors, right? Yeah, he won the actors. So that makes things interesting. That Michael won that, Timothy won the Globe. So it really is anyone's race on this point between them. Um, the thing that I would say that helps Michael is the amount of awards that amount of nominations that Sinners has is the most that any movie has had. Um, on the other hand, this is Timothy's Mars Supreme's best shot at getting any award, just based on like the other shows. Like Martin Supreme hasn't been doing well besides actor, really. Um, that's tough. Plus, Marty kind of Timothy did say some hot water stuff recently, so that could hurt him. I'm gonna give it as much as I really liked Timothy Chalamet in it. I have to give it to Michael B. Jordan. I'm gonna say Michael B. Jordan. Um, Partially because of the dual role thing, Sinners being the hit that it is, and him winning most recently. But also, I honestly think the incident at the BAFTAs may have people be like, let's give it to him. And I'll get to the other thing about that in just a bit. So yeah, lead actor. I'm gonna say Michael. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Timothy, but I'm gonna lean toward Michael this time. Which brings me to supporting actor. Speaking of the BAFTAs, this is a really interesting race. Um, because in the past I would have said Jacob Elordi. Like I would have given it to Frankenstein. Frankenstein was amazing. Loved everyone in that. Stellan Skarsgård, always great. He can pull up. He has before, like he's won already, but it's the interesting one is Delroy Lindo. Sinners. He was one of the better characters for sure. Gave my favorite line in the movie being pretty much him describing Blue, saying like, "This is ours." Like everything else is theirs, but this is our own thing. Like that whole little spiel that he was giving, best bit. But he may get it. I can see him winning, not only because he was part of the BAFTA incident too, but more importantly is legacy. The fact that he's been around for so long and his name was attached to other like big movies like Malcolm X and stuff gives him that credentials like, oh yeah, we also should probably give him something too. So as much as like the hey, it's your time awards get people like, this would be deserved. Like, I wouldn't be surprised on Stellan, but I do want to say Delroy. So I'm going to say Delroy for supporting. Leading actress is Jessie Buckley. She was amazing in Hamlet. She's been winning. She's going to win it. Like that one, she's got it. Supporting actress is interesting too. So I have not seen Weapons, so I don't know how good Madigan is. However, I did hear that she based her performance kind of as a combo of Betty Davis from Betty Davis's character Baby Jane in Whatever Baby Jane, and I love that movie, so automatically that makes it a good role. But also a mix of the main old woman in Rosemary's Baby, so that seems like a fun role. Um, but I Sinners could also pull it up with Wunmi uh, Usaku. I can see her winning. That like she did a really good job too. However, however, if anyone's gonna win an acting role for one battle, I don't want it to be Tiana Taylor. I don't think she was the best performance in that movie. Um, but I can absolutely see her winning. Like it's for this movie for supporting role. It's down to Tiana Taylor and Amy Madigan. Um, one of the two. I'm gonna say Amy. Once again, Amy feels like the same kind of Delroy situation, where it's like she's been around for a bit. This may be the big thing. Weapons isn't nominated for anything else, and she's already won for that award. So and she's won, I think, a bit more than Tiana. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna say Amy. Um, Best animated feature, K-pop. It's K-pop Demon Hunters. It's gonna win. If it doesn't, my guess would be Arco, based on the little knowledge I know of it. Um, just because of how interesting that movie looked from the bits I've seen. But it's gonna be K-pop. Animated short, I know nothing of these. I've only seen clips and snippets, but from what I've gathered, from what I can tell, Butterfly looks amazing. Butterfly's probably gonna win. Butterfly is about like a swimmer or something. I don't know. Sorry. I apologize, but I don't know. But it's gonna be Butterfly. Um, Casting. This is an interesting one too, because Sinners has won pretty much majority of the other casting awards. Logically, I can see Sinners winning. Um, if Sinners doesn't win any of the actor awards, I can see it winning casting for sure. Maybe both. One battle. I don't want to say one battle because that's just all famous actors for the most part, like Sean Penn, Leo, Benicio. Um, but a lot of them are just all known, so it's hard to be like, oh yeah, yeah. Marty is that same way, but they fit in the characters a lot better. I think it is between Marty and Sinners in this one. Um, I'm gonna still hedge my bet on Sinners. I'm gonna say Sinners for casting. Cinematography. From what I can tell, I've only seen the trailers and snippets, but Train Dreams looks beautiful. And if Train Dreams is gonna win anything, it's gonna be cinematography. Um, in any other year with Del Toro, I would say Frankenstein, but I feel like Netflix did hold back Del Toro a little bit, so unfortunately it's not going to be that one. Marty was good cinematography, but I think Marty has a better chance in a different spot. But and One Battle was good too. Sinners does have the aspect ratio change though too. And there was various cool scenes in that movie. Ugh. It may be tough. That is a tough one. Um, but Train Dreams looks so beautiful. I feel like Train Dreams, honestly. And I'm surprised Hamnet wasn't nominated because Hamnet was beautifully shot, beautifully done. But I'm gonna say Hamnet. I'm gonna say Train Dreams. I mean, I'll probably be wrong on this one, but I'm gonna say Train Dreams. Costume design, Frankenstein. Frankenstein's winning it. They love their period pieces. They love their horror stuff. It's Frankenstein. Directing. As much as I did not like the movie, it has been sweeping so much that I cannot say anyone else other than PTA. It is Paul Thomas Anderson's. He's definitely this movie as much as I don't like it. Like, this is his movies. Like, yeah, we're giving you everything because we've given you nothing so far. This is that movie for him. Um, this is his gimme. So yeah, he's getting this one. It's him. I love Chloe Zhao. I love I love everything she's done, but she's already won. So they don't they like to give repeats, but Josh Safdie, he did great. However, he's still new, so Um, Ryan Coogler, that would be fun. That would be good. I would love that. Um, my personal pick, I would say Chloe, but it's PTA. PTA is winning that one. Um, Documentary feature. I want to say Perfect Neighbor. I feel like Mr. Nobody against Putin will probably win, but the issue with that is that we've already had last year some Ukraine movies win, like some anti-Russian movies win. And I don't know if they want to do that again because as much as it's still relevant, Putin's still Putin and stuff like that. Ukraine and Russia and stuff wasn't dominating the news cycle as much this year. This year. So The Perfect Neighbor, however, with people being horribly racist and using state of ground laws to just murder someone, is still a thing. And like the idea of police cameras being the main camera. Perfect Neighbor, I think Perfect Neighbor, that makes sense to me. Documentary short, it's all the empty rooms. For those who don't know, All Empty Rooms is a guy going into the rooms of kids who've been killed in school shootings and showing like this is how their room looks. This is what it's been left as. Devastating movie. Well, short, whatever. Devastating. It's gonna win. Those devastating ones are gonna win. This one's it's all empty rooms for sure. Editing is interesting. Editing is interesting. Editing is very interesting because Marty, very fast pace. I do like Marty's fast pacedness and stuff. However, when it comes down to technicals, there's one that I called win it pretty much when I saw it. Um, and I said like, yeah, this would probably win the technicals if it ever got nominated. And it did. It's F1. Like, I know everyone's hating on F1. It's like, why did F1 get picked? Even when it came out, I was like, this is probably going to get nominated for something. And lo and behold, it did. I think it's going to win it. I think this is F1's, like, F1 will win this and maybe sound. I think those are its two. But yeah, I'm saying F1 for editing. International film. I've seen none of these, so I can't really say. But in terms of like it being nominated for Best Picture as well, I'm gonna say sentimental value. Like it's a big presence in the awards, in the nominations, that this one would be the one that it wins. Like if it doesn't win actor for Stellan or any like the best actresses, best supporting actresses, like if it doesn't win anything else, it's gonna win international. So sentimental value for international. Live action short film. Grant, once again, I haven't seen any of these. I do know the synopses, I do know what happens, and I've gotten a vibe off of them. Butcher's Stone, from what I gather, kind of just a like bog standard, almost like racism bad movie. Fair enough. Jane Austen's period drama, funny period, like jokes within a Jane Austen setting. I can vibe with that. Funny typically doesn't win. Singers, I don't really know much about. The two in my mind that have the highest chance. Two people exchanging saliva, which is like in a future where kissing is banned, and but they call it two people exchanging saliva. That's how they refer to it. It's one of the more artsy, like French kind of French movies. I can see that as the favorite for sure. My personal pick, just based off of the premise alone and the title, the meaning behind the title, is A Friend of Dorothy. Friend of Dorothy from is a young boy like befriending an old woman played by Professor Sprout for those Potterheads amongst you. Um, and it does have to deal with queerness. Hence the name, the title, A Friend of Dorothy. Because that is what gay men said. Oh, I'm a friend of Dorothy. Dorothy being Dorothy of Wizard of Oz. Very big in the gay community. So I kind of want that to win. Like they don't always go for the heavy, and so something a bit more sweet I can see winning. That's tough between the two. I want to say Friend of Dorothy. I kind of want to say like something a bit more lighter to sort of offset the darker tone ones. So I want to say Friend of Dorothy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's two people, but I'm saying Friend of Dorothy. Makeup and hairstylings, Frankenstein. Like I haven't seen Ugly Stepsister, and I probably won't. My horror taste has kind of dwindled recently, but and like you know what? Here's the thing. Yeah, no, makeup and hairstyling has to be Frankenstein. Frankenstein, it's Del Toro. Frankenstein's gonna take that. Um, score, score Sinners. Sinners has been winning score the whole time. It's Sinners to win. Like it's Sinners to lose, whatever the phrasing is. That's Sinners. They got it. Best song is Golden. Golden's gonna win. The only two that are even close is Golden and I Lied to You. And no, I Lied to You does not like. I Lied to You is a really good song, but it is attached to the one of the best scenes in the movie, like probably the best scene in the movie. Um, but Golden is a huge, gigantic hit, and those tend to do well. Granted, though, Golden wasn't my favorite of the songs. I warmed up to it a lot, but my favorite was How It's Done. I do like the little rap bit in that. But besides that, it's Golden. I mean, there's a reason why. Golden and I Lie to You are the only two songs they're going to be performing live. It's Golden. I'm going to come back to Best Picture. I don't want to go there, but production design. Frankenstein. It's Del Toro. I don't think I need to explain why Frankenstein's going to win production design. Sound. Like I already mentioned, F1. I really feel like F1's going to win those technicals. Especially like if it wins editing, typically whoever wins sound wins editing and vice versa. So, sound, F1. Visual effects. Oh, look, Avatar. It's Avatar. Avatar's going to win this. Of course it is. Adapted screenplay. As much as I hate to admit it, well, only because it's been winning. One battle. It's not Frankenstein, because Frankenstein's not quite the same. I haven't seen well, I have seen Hamnet, but I haven't seen the others. But no, it's one battle. Now, if I had to have nominated a movie for Best Adapted Screenplay, or for any Best Actors or anything, it'd have been The Long Walk. But, we can't nominate a Stephen King movie, can we? We should have, but we didn't. Best Original, Sinners. It's going to be Sinners. Marty Supreme would be nice because the script for that was insane. Like the dialogue carries a lot of the movie, but it's Sinners. Sinners is going to win. Ryan Coogler's going to get that one. So back to Best Picture. It'd be nice if Sinners won. That would be amazing if Sinners won. I don't think Sinners is going to win. Unfortunately, it's one battle. Like I said, this is PTA's year to win everything. PTA is going to win for this one. He didn't win for any of his other movies. He's going to win for this one. Sorry, folks. It's going to be PTA for those who didn't want PTA to win. So finally, recap. Actor, Michael B. Jordan. Supporting actor, Delroy Lindo. Leading actress, Jessie Buckley. Supporting actress, Amy Madigan. Animated feature, K-pop. Animated short, Butterfly. Casting, Sinners. Cinematography, Train Dreams. Costume design, Frankenstein. Directing, PTA. Documentary feature film, The Perfect Neighbor. Documentary short film, All the Empty Rooms. Film editing, F1. International feature film, Sentimental Value. Live action short film, A Friend of Dorothy. Makeup and hairstyling. Frankenstein. Music, original score. Sinners. Music, original song. Golden. Best Picture. One Battle After Another. Production design. Frankenstein. Sound. F1. Visual effects. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Writing, adapted screenplay. One Battle After Another. Writing, original screenplay. Sinners. Well, we shall see if I am right come Sunday. And let me know your picks in the comments.